That inauguration ceremony now less than 3 hours away. Let's take you to live pictures from St. Peter's Square, just outside the Basilica in the Vatican City. Hundreds of thousands of pilgrims expected to flock there. You can see how many have arrived already. Many world leaders there, including Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. And we can speak to someone that's seen these scenes before, the very Reverend Father Daniel McCaughan. Father, look, you were one of 5 deacons ahead of the inauguration for the previous Pope. What can we expect in the coming hours?
It is one of the most amazing occasions that we can experience in the Catholic Church. Back when Pope Francis was inaugurated, I was one of the deacons that was chosen to assist him during that inauguration Mass, and I had the privilege of going to Catholic Ground Zero, down underneath the high altar of St. Peter's to the tomb of St. Peter, to retrieve from there the Fisherman's ring, which is the ring that's placed on the Pope's finger, a symbol of the fact that he's now responsible for governing the Church. Literally what you'll see in the Mass is all the symbols of what it means to be the successor to St. Peter, the shepherd of 1.4 billion Catholics around the world, on display. If you like, it's Catholicism writ large. That's really what the inauguration Mass is.
And is the ceremony the same every time?
It's the same every time. That's one thing we're very good at in the Catholic Church, is doing the same thing, just going straight into routine. Everyone knows where they stand, where they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to do. It's like clockwork.
What did it feel like taking part in such a momentous occasion?
Honestly, it was the most nerve-wracking and amazing experience of my life, especially to be literally as close to Pope Francis as you and I are now. Then to present him with the ring as he became our Holy Father, and words were useless, trying to describe the pride, the love, and then the gratitude really that came from those moments.
Did it go by in a blur?
Yes, it really did. I had to pinch myself. Well, in the moment, it was almost too much to take in, and then afterwards, I literally spent weeks, months, years unpacking. Well, I really did that, and sometimes I've looked back at the footage and go, "What was that me that did that?"
So imagine how the prospective Pope must be feeling. You know, we knew him as Robert Francis Prévost, and now he's Pope Leo XIV. The official inauguration coming up. Did you get a sense when that sort of realisation of this immense role as head of the Catholic Church is taken on by someone who is only human at heart?
Absolutely. So with Francis, he literally had the same message for every single cardinal, bishop, or dignitary that came to meet him. He just said the same thing: just pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. And I imagine that Pope Leo XIV will be saying the same thing. It's a moment
when your faith becomes most important.
100%, 100%. You're realising that you have been asked to play a role that, humanly speaking, you cannot fulfil. You are entirely relying on the grace of God and the prayers of the millions and millions of Catholics around the world.
How are you feeling about the inauguration? Because you obviously feel a particular closeness to the late Pope Francis, having had that special role in his inauguration. And we have been celebrating his life as well as welcoming the arrival of this new papacy.
Yes. Well, when Pope Leo appeared on the balcony, I felt an instant wave of affection, like filial affection. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like we've got Dad back. I think that's sort of the best. We've been
with a slightly different face.
With a slightly different face. Now it does take some adjusting because over the years you get very attached to each. Like when we had John Paul II for 27 years, so adjusting to Benedict took a little bit, and then we fell in love with Benedict, and then he resigned. Then we had Francis, and that took some adjusting, and then of course you see how the crowds loved Francis, and now he's gone to his eternal reward, and now we have Pope Leo. So from an emotional point of view, yeah, it takes a little bit of time to adjust, but the same affection, the same prayer, the same love that the Catholics have had for all the previous popes will be given in spades to Pope Leo as well.
And Pope Leo comes to us now at a time when we've seen huge global upheaval.
Yes.
Is that actually making his job, if as another way of describing it, sort of easier because people are looking for guidance, they're looking for leadership?
It's amazing, whenever things get bad, I mean, we always see the number of people seeking out, for example, during COVID, the number of people seeking spiritual consolation during that period went up markedly. And so with Pope Leo, I think what was very significant, his first words when he came out on the balcony was peace. peace, and he reinforced that word over and over and over again. In fact, anytime he's made a public address, he's talked about his concern and his prayers for all those parts of the world that are torn apart by violence and strife. And I think he is going to be a figure that will remind the world of its humanity and also the need for peace and no war.
Gloriously sunny skies above the Vatican there as well. I guess just a lovely time to celebrate what it means to be a Catholic.
Oh, absolutely. Look, Rome in May, it's the best weather. May and October are the best months to go to Rome, so they picked the perfect month for it. It is a beautiful, the weather's been turned on for it, and then our hearts are aglow. We can't wait.
Father Daniel, lovely to hear your remembrances of what you went through previously and what we can expect coming up. Really appreciate your time here on Spain.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.